If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. This is an important video, and I want people out there to take this seriously because this is not just some sci-fi thing. This is stuff that they're planning and talking about openly at places like the World Economic Forum, which I've covered many times over with technology, and I'll get into that in 1 second. I uploaded a video to my website at callforanuprising.com. I highly recommend people check it out. It's about the metaverse, and of course the metaverse, they're finding out that young kids are going into the metaverse and they're ending up inside of, well, strip clubs, right? And I talk a lot about that. If you remember the video I did with the metaverse Super Bowl commercial, which got me a strike originally, showing pizza references, because there's going to be no rules in the metaverse. It's going to be lawless. Do without will be the whole of the law. That is how it's going to be. So that video is exclusively on my website. There's a lot of other stuff too with the next plan that's coming out. So I highly recommend you join it. It's $2.99 a month. And of course, it's a 24-hour thing. I upload videos there, but also the forum itself is worth it. You learn and see a lot. I actually saw that that article that I cover on the website from somebody else posting it. So you can share stuff with me and interact with me as well as many other like-minded people. So I covered this show Upload before, okay? There's a new trailer for Upload because it's having another season. I want to show you just how ridiculous this is because it's ridiculous. These are videos that you're seeing on your screen from the World Economic Forum. These are not made up, okay? People are like, well, what? They don't even know what the World Economic Forum is. Well, all the leaders, world leaders, celebrities, people of power and wealth go to these meetings, okay? And they plot your demise, your future. That's what they do at these places. They don't sit there and have popcorn. Well, they definitely do some other acts while they're there, but they have videos up. What is the Internet of Things? Explaining what the plan is for the Internet. Explaining what the future is with human beings in the Internet and how we have to evolve to that point and get to that point. Shows like Upload aren't fictional shows. They're predictive programming shows. But the zombies think it's just a TV show. Meanwhile, their president and other world leaders are at these meetings talking about connecting us to technology. And what do you think? People are just going to willingly sign up? No, they have to create these events around us to get us on board and into that. Climate change, all that type of stuff. But first, let's start with this Upload trailer because you need to see some of this programming.
Upload.
I notice you're really lonely and sad, and you often express your feelings as anger.
Welcome to Upload, your digital afterlife.
That makes death worth living. Prototypes!
Congrats, Mommy.
Ingrid gave up everything and uploaded for me.
I'm with someone too.
I've been cheating.
Uploading should be accessible for everyone. We need to hold the greedy, powerful people accountable.
We're taking this place over.
You can listen in on any upload.
Oh my God, look at her. She's so beautiful.
So there's a lot to take in there, right? Obviously, the main themes are, oh, she uploaded, she gave up everything for me and uploaded her consciousness to this digital afterlife, as they called it, right? A digital afterlife, making death worth living, immortality, okay? They use comedy in these types of things to deflect off of what they're trying to do. That's why all of these shows that don't even look funny, like that other show, I forget what, Bug's Life or whatever it was on Netflix, where everybody gets trapped inside of their homes because the technology turns on them, is some type of quote-unquote dark comedy. They use comedy as deflection. Same thing we see with everything that's going on in the world. They have all their talking heads go on TV, like Jimmy Kimmel, and use comedy so that people out there don't take it seriously. And then when crap hits the fan, they're still probably so stupid that they will still go, oh crap. Well, where's my Xbox? Because that's how, these people, that's how their brains work. They don't work. They're walking zombies. Another thing in there, of course, you saw animals talking, right? You'll see things like that as persuasion. Oh, there's immortality. Your pets, they'll use things like that to prey off of people's emotions. They can talk. Your avatar can talk. You could be whatever you want to be in the digital afterlife, which I've said before. And then, of course, the thing with referencing becoming a parent and like, oh, what a nightmare. Because, you don't have to have kids in the afterlife. You can do whatever you want. And, they reference it all in there. Reading minds, right? Everybody who uploads, you could read their minds. And of course, then they reference the rich because they're going to use that. Even though the real rich, the real elites are still going to have everything, but they're going to, they're going to still be the controllers in this afterlife digital world, but money's going to be irrelevant inside of this realm. So they say, oh, the rich are the enemies, and we have to make sure that everybody's the same on the same playing field. That's all part of the reset that we see going on. So this is a show that's being used to predictively program these people. And the World Economic Forum, the opposite of great, but referencing the reset, they've been talking about the internet and connecting humans to the internet. And people think that this is some type of crazy conspiracy when it's not. They're openly doing it. And the stuff you see in Ukraine, the stuff you see with the outbreak is all leading people to this. Destroy, destroy, destroy. Break people down, wear people down, destroy economies. And then this will be the saving grace. And this will, of course, be led by the Antichrist.
What do an umbrella, a shark, a houseplant, the brake pads in a mining truck, and a smoke detector have in common? They can all be connected online, and in fact, they are. By 2022, it is expected that more than 1 trillion sensors will be connected to the internet. If all things are connected, it will shift the way we do business and use resources, and will eventually yield massive amounts of data. But who owns this data, and how safely will it be kept? By 2020, around 22% of the world's cars will be connected to the internet. That's 290 million vehicles. And by 2024, more than 50% of home internet traffic will be used by appliances and devices, rather than just for communication and entertainment. In this scenario, what if your car or your home got hacked? The Internet of Things raises huge questions on privacy and security that have to be addressed by governments, corporations, and consumers. But if we get things right, it will also bring unprecedented efficiency to processes that will no longer be offline. Imagine cows in a farm being monitored to obtain health reports that will help farmers feed them better, or tracking the behavior of complex industrial machinery, preventing accidents and shortening downtime for maintenance. All kinds of devices will be able to gather and share any type of information from their environment, seamlessly organizing themselves to make our lives smarter and safer. A world where all things are connected is going to bring endless opportunities for most human activities. But it will depend on us whether we are going to take advantage of it or let it take advantage of us. Will data be collected, shared, and stored to improve our lives, or will it be used to control us?
The first thing about 5G is it's an opportunity for transformation.
These technologies will form the world of the future. We cannot afford to be written out of that future.
You have to keep in mind that more or less everything will change.
The ability to connect the very large number of devices that are suited for very high-end applications.
Some of the applications that are likely to come from 5G, autonomous driving, developments in the healthcare area, smart cities, manufacturing, energy.
The 4G technology is connecting people. The 5G technology will be connecting objects.
When we talk about global connectivity, the relevant measure would be the number of connected devices. If there's roughly 20 billion connected devices today, it's projected globally there will be 50 billion connected devices by the year 2030 alone.
In order to be able to handle all of this traffic, you require a network that is much more flexible, and that's what 5G will bring.
It will be machines talking to machines, IoT or Internet of Things.
In manufacturing, for example, you can monitor much better all of the machinery that is part of the manufacturing process as well as the logistics.
You can start to predict and anticipate where the defects will happen. And as a result, you can improve the efficiency that can translate into billions of dollars of savings for the industry.
Just imagine a new scenario where everything is connected. Do we need traffic lights? We don't need traffic lights. You just speak and say, I'm going home. The network knows where your home is. The network knows where all the cars and the traffic is.
The result of that ends up being reduced energy consumption, reduced carbon footprint.
For many years, environmental policy relied on educated guesses and hunches. There wasn't really a very strong evidence base. And so this is where I think technology can help us far outpace what we've been doing in the past.
What 5G will open up is this instrumentation and transportation of data that could really take healthcare to a completely new level. Right now, if someone's having a heart attack, there's no way of sensing that. 5G and beyond will allow the early detection well before you even feel the symptoms.
5G is going to underpin the digital economy in many countries. And that's why it's really important that we get these enabling conditions right.
But I think we have a behavioural issue that we need to address. We spend a lot of time engaged with our devices to the extent that we're looking at how do we actually make people look up when they cross the road. There's one thing about being a smart city. The other challenge is, do you use this technology well? Does it make us happier people? Do we use the city in a better way?
We need to focus on not just the near-term economic benefit for the corporate world, but the societal benefit that 5G will bring.
If you put a VR lab in a school, the students can explore the pyramids of Egypt or even the solar system. But on the continent, there are challenges with even basic internet access today.
A lot of infrastructure in countries is built by governments in order to attract corporate investment. So governments need to decide what are the infrastructure elements they should be encouraging investment in.
5G gives us the potential to leapfrog into the next generation of connectivity.
So this digital realm that people continue to think, oh, you know, whether it's Meta or it's some other company that comes along. Obviously, right now, there's pushback with Facebook, and it's cringe, and people referencing Zuckerberg as being the Antichrist. Look, they have a plan in place. Whoever it's going to be that's going to come up with a different metaverse, whether I've already talked about Omniverse, or if Elon Musk creates one, whoever it is, somebody will come along if it isn't Meta. But this will exist. And again, I cover on my website the dangers of this in a video that everybody should see. But I wanted to make sure you guys saw this and understand this, of what they're doing, what they're trying to do, and simplify it. And look, again, if people you're around are like, you're crazy, oh, that'll never happen, upload your consciousness, this all sounds sci-fi, it sounds you're just referencing a TV show. The TV shows are programming and desensitizing you of what's to come. The same thing we saw with the Outbreak type movies. The same thing we're going to see with the alien invasion. That's going to be fake, of course. That's going to come. It's all prep. It's not, oh, original writing and great, oh man, what a great visionary. They're puppets put in place controlling your mind. Your mind is like a sponge, and it's absorbing, and it's watching, and it's seeing, and it's being controlled, and it's being weaved by these people. And if people look at you and say that you're crazy, show them the World Economic Forum. These people are billionaire and trillionaires. They're meeting presidents, Leo DiCaprio. That's why we all talk about, oh, the celebrities are Satanists too. Well, why would Leonardo DiCaprio be at a World Economic Forum? Oh, because he cares about the climate? Oh, so he gets an invite because he was in Titanic? Huh? Oh, that makes sense. I mean, what? Because they're all part of the same bloodlines. They all have the same goals in mind for humanity and to control humanity. This is what needs to happen next as far as their playbook goes. And they're working everyone towards it. So again, a reminder, that video about Meta is up on my website. I definitely recommend you guys join if you haven't. I want to thank everyone for being here. A reminder, there's new stuff up in the merch store. I don't know how long it'll last. It's lasted a week, but I already had stuff rejected via hate speech. I mean, like I said in my previous video, if you didn't see it, democracy, they're talking about saving the Ukraine's democracy. And do we have a democracy here when we have things like hate speech because, make America straight again is hateful? I mean, can't even say the word gay anymore. I mean, hello, where's our democracy? Oh, right, it's being taken away. And they're using babies' emotions as a way to do that. So that's also available. Hope to see you guys over on the website. Want to thank you for being here. Hope you're all doing well. God bless you and your families.